sitting in a room with no music.
There was somebody was plonking the piano just a second ago. There's supposedly a wedding happening
It's a
there.
wedding, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody was doing.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Ba-um-ba-ba.
So we're rolling.
We're ready when you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just saying that usually if you're rolling, there's probably coffee is coming in any second.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
But
Because-
should we go ask him?
Well,
what it is?
no. It's like lighting up a cigarette. So if we start talking,
If you want to smoke, you can.
No,
That's
I don't.
fine for us.
but you know, it's
Stop.
like lighting up a cigarette when you're waiting for a train. You know,
Yeah.
it comes always in.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with this.
Well, now you're happy. I can see your smile for the first time. There you go.
Yeah.
What? We're looking at her ass when she was walking
No,
up. That's what it looked like. Well, we have actually pretty good coffee in Austria. Like, pull your face.
Maybe in Austria, yeah, but no, not in this hotel.
Oh my god. Okay.
Extremely strong. Like, you know, like worn out coffee from, like truck stop coffee.
That's what you like?
No,
No. Okay.
this is what it is.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No, it's good. It's really, really strong.
Okay. Well,
It's
you're-
okay. Because this area in the world, you have the best. Well, the best coffee is probably German.
Really?
Yeah. They just have great coffee. Wherever you
That's
go,
true.
it's always really fucking good. If you go to a McDonald's, it's great coffee.
It's good. But in Italy, it's also like that. You always get good coffee.
Yeah, I just don't do espressos.
Oh, okay. What do you drink? Coffee latte?
Well, I like to actually, I like coffees, the bigger the better. Because it's same as that I like, I think that sodas taste better in cans.
I totally agree. I love Coke from can. Give it
Yeah.
to me from bottle. I'll spit it out.
Oh, well, I don't spit it out, but
Yeah.
I'm
genetically
pretty much,
speaking.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much the same.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we start.
Sure.
Otherwise they're gonna hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, your new album, Screamworks, came out. How is the reaction from the audience?
Well, it's not a new album anymore. It came out what 6
February,
months ago. It's been good. It's been I don't know. I don't know what you know. Obviously, working on now for such a long time, you expect the heavens to open and all of a sudden the whole world go crazy, but it didn't. So I consider it a failure to a certain extent. But then again, making it wasn't a failure. So you know, when you work on music and in itself, that is a reward. When you come up with new stuff and that keeps you entertained and that keeps you, you know, that's cool. And there are people who been appreciating the album, but I would hope that there would be more. But you know, it's tough. It's tough to write a good rock album.
You've been pretty successful in the past 10 years. Is there a lot of pressure when you write a new album? Or do you say, I don't care anymore?
Well, no. There's always pressure, but the pressure comes from within because you try to better yourself, and whatever that means, it can be whatever. It doesn't. It's not as if a song sells more, it is better, as let's say Scooter is a great proof of. You know, like all the what was that Froggy thing, you know, a couple of years back. And because if you would believe in sales, that would mean that the frog thing was better than Coldplay, which might have been true, but I'm not a huge fan of Coldplay. But still, you know, so it's there are several different kinds of rewards, and getting the whole thing done was, I think, the most important one. And touring it, and then seeing like a lot of people singing along and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. It seems that a lot of people know it in the audience, but still, I can't hear it on the radio. So I don't know what we did wrong this time around.
So when you bring out your singles, you always have very stylish music videos attached to them. Do you see it as like your music videos as art, or do you think it's just a necessary marketing tool?
Music videos, the you know, I grew up in the '80s when Michael Jackson's Thriller came out, the video. Now that's a music video, and like Sledgehammer, and you know, a lot of Michael Jackson videos actually, they were really good ones. But we didn't have that anymore. You know, nobody's paying for music, so none of the music channels are playing videos, so nobody's spending money on videos, which means that nowadays videos a lot more. They're like one-trick ponies. Maybe they got one great look, but that's it. if you're Lady Gaga, then it's a different thing because you got the opportunity of actually having the video showed everywhere, and then the video is such an important piece of who you are as an artist that it's important to spend a lot of money and time and effort to get that thing through. But I think that Lady Gaga's been releasing way too much stuff. There's so much stuff coming out. Like it's like I don't know what's new and what's not new, and you know, because I appreciate what she's trying to do, but I don't think the music is good enough. You know, it's like she's not Madonna. Madonna had great songs, and with the great look and the great idea. If you think of Frozen, you know, with the fantastic. But I dig Gaga. I dig pop music. But I like Ellie Goulding, stuff like that. But if you think of like the Sheet song, underneath the sheets or whatever, you know, you're killing me. That song is very simple. The video, it's just you see, she must be the artist, and that's it. So videos are kind of, we've had the opportunity of working with lovely video directors, but nowadays you just don't spend a lot of money. You know, it'd be great to have a video that would be like, you know, let's say, you know, something from Batman, Dark Knight, you know, something really big and huge and humongous and explosions and cars and stuff. But we can't afford it anymore. You know, just maybe 5 years ago, a normal budget for a video was about, for our kind of band, was about 300,000 euros. And nowadays it's somewhere in between 20,000 and 60,000 euros. So that's a big of a difference, you know. So you got to downplay that part, which is a shame because I still think that videos, you know, it's a great medium, music video. But it's also that why would you spend a lot of money to do a video that gets shown on really, really bad quality in this size of the screen on YouTube and watch, you know, the first 15 seconds watched by some teenage wankers somewhere. It's like, because all teenagers wank.
Of course. So what images in your head while you're writing them already?
Do you mean video-wise?
Yeah. No, not video-wise. When you write your songs, because I really need to
Sure.
have like.
Well, isn't there in life in general? When you read a book, there's visuals. If you read Lord of the Rings before the movies came out, you had an idea how certain things would look like, and it's same with music. Yeah.
So I read an interview. You smoke a lot. What do you do to train your voice?
I don't do anything nowadays. I don't sing that much. I just sing just when there's gigs. Yeah, whiskey and cigarettes, they're good, but I can't do them. My liver can't take it, and my asthma can't take the smoking, so I guess I'm just getting worse as a singer. I used to be pretty okay, but I'm a bass player, not a singer, so I've never really been bragging about my talents in vocalization. That's not my forte. My forte is copying Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath, doing like pentatonic, you know, bass lines.
You developed like the whole image of him. You have like an old band logo, and you developed your own genre. How did you come to this concept of this whole new thing?
What thing?
About having your own band logo and you're developing your own genre.
Well, as everybody knows, everything happens by accident. You know, it's the same as the dude who did the 3 stripes for Adidas, and was it 3? I think it is. And same with the Nike swoosh. That was a great story about how did it go. That dude got like $15 for it.
I think it wasn't something with shoes.
No, but
he did his shoes and something went wrong. The plastic stuck to some weird way.
But that could be one of the urban myths, legends, whatever. You know, it's like stuff like that. Very interesting. But it's similar sort of stuff with, you know, a lot of people. When you succeed, at least a bit, a lot of people think that it has been premeditated, that everything has been thought of in before, because people for some reason don't believe in magic, and people for some reason don't believe in coincidence. But what is life if not a big series of coincidences? You know, I grew up loving Led Zeppelin. They had on their 4th album the 4 symbols, and there's the crucifix, and there's the swastika, and there's the pentagram. You know, the big symbols you see in maybe movies, when you see in history books, and those things stick in your head, and then you know, when you're 8 years old and you learn how to draw the Kiss logo and Dio logo and Black Sabbath logo when in school. You're not supposed to be drawing in class, but you do because you love those bands so much. It's a similar sort of thing. You draw stuff back home and you're hoping that you come up with an idea that that would suit your band, and that's how our symbol, the hologram, worked out. And then same with love metal, the genre was just because there was black metal and there was, at that time was a time when a lot of there was so many genres around. It's like electronic music. There's like fucking like chill wave and whatever it's music at the end of it. It doesn't, you know. I thought it'd be funny to create a niche, you know, to create your own category that rather we'd be stuck in our own category that a category invented by a journalist.
Actually, I